Greetings, and welcome again to Call of Cthulhu, the official adaptation of Chaosium's tabletop RPG from Focus Home Interactive and Cyanide Studio. Last time, we showed you some of the ominous beginnings of Edward Pierce's adventure. Today, we're going to delve deeper along the path of madness.
Please, I don't want him to find me.
The early stages of the investigation already made it clear that this is no ordinary case. However, as Pierce continues his search for the terrible truth, he will be plunged to the brink of insanity, confronted with horrifying visions, zealous cultists, and perhaps even the Old Ones themselves.
But the earth will resound to your cries.
Many of the foes that Pierce encounters on Darkwater Island are beyond human comprehension, and offering up any physical fight will most likely be futile. Most of the time, you will need to rely on other skills such as speech, medicine, and knowledge of the occult, if only to delay the inevitability of crossing such cosmic horrors. Subterfuge is also an option. While escaping the gaze of the Great Dreamer is an impossibility, more mortal beings are not so all-seeing.
You are gifted indeed. Bring me more sacred flesh for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Stealth will sometimes be the best way to evade a terrible fate, though this is made harder by Pierce's crippling fear of the dark and small spaces. Every grim vision and traumatic sight has the potential to reduce Pierce's sanity. Skirting the lines between sanity and madness is a certainty in Call of Cthulhu. As it lessens, Pierce's ability to draw logical conclusions will become less reliable, and his perception of reality will change. The Darkwater investigation will push Pierce beyond his physical and mental limits, as he's drawn ever closer to the domain of the Great Dreamer.
I hate whiskey.
I'll see you in my dream.
Alright, well, there you guys go. I figured I'd play the intro for you in case you missed the first part of this broadcast the other day. This is definitely a game that you do want to know what's going on, even though when you know what's going on, you still don't know what's going on. It's one of those crazy games that are just great. Just a great, crazy game. Anyway, thank you for jumping in. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka My Music Video, and we are here once again in the Call of Cthulhu. Anyway, I got some really cool stuff planned for you guys coming up very soon, so stay tuned to the channel. I got some GTA stuff, I got some Red Dead stuff, but I got some other stuff too that you might not be ready for, so hold on to your hats. Check your butt cheeks and let's get into this. So this is where we left off. It says that Pierce, which is who we are, woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place, where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme. Man, that was crazy too. It was really a crazy situation. Those of you that missed it can check it out because the stream is now a video, so you can go ahead and check it out. It says that Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders, which died crazily, actually. Before he died, though, in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accused building, or cursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Golden. The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. What is up, Tavares Speed? Thank you for jumping in. If any of you guys are here with me live in the flesh, definitely let me know. Speak up in the chat, and I will do my best to respond. And at the very least, give you that shout out that you ever so deservingly must receive. But yeah, thank you for jumping in. It's been a crazy ride, man, especially in this game. That's for damn sure. So yeah, last time we were ever so interrupted with the update that I needed to do, so we had to end right here. So I believe there was nothing to investigate. I think we could drink a little bit more whiskey, which sucks because I found out that if you don't drink throughout the whole game, you get an achievement. And what did I do? Oh, you know it, brother. I drank, and I drank, and I drank, and I drank some more. I think we only are allowed to have 3 sips, but it's 3 sips better than none. And 1 more for good luck. Whoa. What's my name again? It was a Friday night, I gave another man a sheet of weapon. Alright, let's do this. What's that? Oh, nothing. Well, hello there, bitch.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
How about the truth that's under that dress, you filthy skink? Okay, so we decide to team up and solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce, like I just told you guys 2 seconds ago. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. It was crazy too. That Shambler, or whatever it was, killed him without letting us see itself. It just was completely invisible, and basically I would say invincible, because it just was there, just trash and shit. Killed this guy, mangled him like a rag doll. It was interesting, to say the least.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Low blow.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Oh boy. He died screaming right before my eyes. Now psychology. Let me try psychology.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Hold to test eloquence. Oh.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Alrighty then.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
The day the Shambler. Uh-oh.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
A house of artists. Can't go that way. And I can't go that way. So what am I looking for here?
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Maybe they were F-buddies. Well, what do we have here, mister? I'm so enlightened by your disgusting paintings.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
What the hell is that?
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? The Shambler. I need to see it. Did she really care for him after all?
Dear madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There's gotta be a reason why I can play these keys. Is there anything anywhere giving me an idea of, like, what notes to hit? know. What else do we got here? Okay.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
What? Ooh, there's a cylinder. I mean, there's a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Da 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 da.
I can't take anymore.
Da
I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Da da
Cursed.
da da. Okay.
Those accursed paintings, that accursed Sarah.
Da 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 da. Okay. Wait, it was like da 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 da, right? Was that it? Dude, that was it. Mofo, what was it?
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage.
What's up, Reserved?
Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects is a collection written by the Francis Sanders himself. In it, he catalogues and categorizes objects from all ages and origins that are linked to the occult or mystical. It is opened at the page of a dagger that bears a symbol that is not unknown to me. Alright. You thought you could get me with the music, but the music is in me. And you can't trick me with the music, 'cause I use music when I pee. Hell?
I could use one of those.
You're just gonna start stealing his pills now?
A strange Amerindian pendant. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
That's what people do, man. You got nags that nag, and they nag, and they nag, and they nag, and they nag some more. Until you just can't fucking take it anymore, and you fucking do what they want. That's the truth. I have 4 points to give.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Reach the level of expert in a skill. Oh, nice. This bitch again. Read the fucking book. It's a kind of wait, what? Achievement. Except to read an unholy book. Oh, okay. It is a kind of an encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. But they do. Wow. You and your bitch ass.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Yeah.
Some can be more fatal than others.
Ooh.
What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Your mama and her tits. Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. It's none of your business, or I've got to verify the paintings for a fire. Should I be a liar? Tell her what she doesn't want to know when she inquires? Hold to test my eloquence. Yeah!
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext, the body language, I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
I found this drawing of a dagger. Did you come across anything like it in your reading?
I must have seen it in the ledgers, yes. Sanders has a whole collection of ancient weapons.
I'll take a look. Will you come with me?
I haven't finished with these ledgers.
As you wish.
Dude, what the hell, man? Am I the only one that thinks that when I see this frickin' shambler that it's not gonna rip my dick off? Because I think it's gonna rip my dick off.
This looks expensive.
Oh yeah. If there's a hiding spot in here, then there's something I'm gonna have to be hiding from. Wonderful.
This looks expensive.
Yeah, let's go and see what the man has got for us. Yes. Yes.
The public entrance to the gallery.
Ooh. What an entrance it is it not? Mwah. Okay, there's nothing here but bullshit. The hell was that? Give me more. Give me more. I want more of it. More. Oh, is that for the Ew. Suddenly things look a lot more erotic, eh? So all you have to say is That's it, just Ah, face of many faces.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Because you can use them to take your dick and chop it off!
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Yeah, we know this, asswipe. What are you talking about, man? Get your fucking head glued on straight, would you please? What the frig? Alright, let's meet the Shambler. Oh, what a shambling creature this is.
What the hell was that?
Oh no. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
I can't even touch it.
Oh my god!
Choice. I must get rid of it.
Wow! Oh my god, dude. What in the fuck? Dude, how can I get rid of it?
What the hell was that?
I don't get it, man. How am I supposed to get rid of it, man?
What the hell was that?
Also, my sanity is shaking right now. This is the first time that it's been changed from stable. So it says that the ordeals that left me, that I've gone through left a mark. I can still manage it as best as I can, keep my mind busy in order to chase away doubts. Painful memories, you still have some way to go. Who knows where your mind could lead you along the path of insanity. Fabulous. The dagger. I gotta get the dagger. I betcha. Fuck my mother in the asshole! I want my mommy! No! Fuck!
What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Wow. So, how do I use a frickin' dagger? Because that did not seem to work. I tried. I mean,
What the hell was that?
maybe I gotta use the exact dagger. Oh, I should have fucking been paying more attention when I was Son of a bitch. Okay, so it's got two weird things at the end. Yeah, that's it, right?
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Why? Why can't I use a dagger, man? I don't understand. Why is the dagger not working?
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
This is not going fucking well at all.
What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger.
Oh, man. Alright. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything. Okay. Alright. I think I got this motherfucker now.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Damn. This dog looks
Fuck
different.
me in the asshole!
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
What?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
What the hell, man? The nameless bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit.
Where's the bookseller? Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Why is there so many pastor's wife's diaries?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Yep, it sure did. Give me 1 second, guys. this bookstore. We're just gonna see what the rest of this area looks like, and then I want to go ahead and call it, and we'll probably finish this game. I don't know. It depends on how long it is, but we can definitely be back at it again tomorrow. There's also a couple other things I want to show you guys, or stream for you guys. I got some content from GTA and RDR2 coming, but I also got something else, a couple surprises, so stay tuned for sure. What's this? Oh, I thought it said Harry Potter. It was like almost the same font as Harry Potter at the bottom. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Lakewood. Still on the island during the 17th century, they named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They expected the first buildings, among which were Hawkins Manor, the church, and a cemetery. A rare document and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Okay. Do we have any more points? We have 2. 2. Damn. Well, this all looks really promising. What was that? There we go.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
So why do you take out his lantern to see that? Is that why I couldn't see it until I was right up on it? Will the lantern make things pop out farther away? There's probably so much shit that I missed, if that's true. Shit. I was gonna test it out, didn't realize it was gonna go away. Okay, I can see it right there. Wait. Right here with the light. That doesn't matter what. Whatever. Wow. Just more lantern juice. Seems like it's the end of the library. Handbook on Anatomy. Yes, I'll read the fucking book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Collection catalog classifies creatures that I had never heard of. Divinities from the stars. Creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical, illustrations. Holy shit. That's a word for friggin' word of the day right there. Word of the day. Phasmagorical.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Someone broke in?
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Who would break into this shithole?
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then?
They give us a lantern for all the other stuff, then this is dark as hell.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals?
I could barely see, dude. I don't know. Can't go in there. What's this? Oh, that's the footprint. Can't see anything in that back room.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it?
The symbol was in the book.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
This is so hard to see. They really did. They made this way too fucking dark. The other scenes like this weren't dark like this. And they won't let you take out your lantern during these little moments.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh boy. So we'll find this combination, and then I'm gonna end out. So it says a page. See, a page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Wonderful.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Yes.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved as the center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of the Hawkins ships to the Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Oh wow, they put shit all over the place, dude. Come on. I might just do this next time I stream, dude. I don't want to be hunting everywhere right now for a damn fucking code.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Arkham? That's Batman stuff, man. Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
ISIS Unveiled.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Oh, really? You never heard of him?
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Keeps on asking how many volumes there are in each collection, so I'm assuming that it's a freaking number of volumes. It's gonna be the code.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
Holy fuck.
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Jesus.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Oh. Those are the cylinders right fucking there. We don't need to figure out no code. It's gonna be in the damn cylinders. The fuck is this?
Things are not looking good.
Things are not looking good. Well, not for Black, they're not.
Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Right, Queen. That's Black. And that would be, the 6th row. So 6 is the second number.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
I thought you said Right Queen. White Queen is going to be 4, right? Because what? 5th is going to be the King's. I think 4. No. Horse, Bishop. Yeah. Yeah, 4.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, 9 is the last digit, so what the fuck was the one in this?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
I don't know. What to do a process of elimination. 4 and 9 is our last two numbers. I'm gonna flicker through the last one. Hey, what the hell is this? I thought I seen something. No. So it's not the starting position of the White Queen, it's where the fuck she is now. I knew it. White Queen is in the second slot. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 up, which shouldn't matter. So 2. That's not how you read a chessboard, though. Oh wait, no. 3, 4, 5. She's in the 5th slot. I was gonna say, you don't do it the other way. So I had 1 digit wrong. Start at 1. I don't get it. The last one he used number 9.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire
Maybe it's
of browsing
backwards.
through them.
Try that. If that's not it, then I'll figure it out another time. Well, I don't know what I have wrong, but we'll figure it out when we come back to this. I got some other stuff to work on, so I'll get to that. And
What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
That's interesting. Oh, that was an achievement? Nice. Find occult items. Alright, so then we'll pick up where I left off. Wait, hey, what's up, Dozer? 666? Is that the you want me to try it? Alright, I'll try that before I go. 6 6. Nope, not it. I don't know how you've seen that on the floor though. That was a good eye. I will stream the rest of this at some point in time tomorrow. And then we'll have this game beaten, I believe. I think I'm halfway or a little bit further right now, so thank you guys for jumping in. Stay tuned. I got some awesome stuff coming up. Some real surprises for you all. And until next time, take it easy. Toodaloo. And as always, peace.